David Such, and welcome to Lesson 1 of how to make a game like Flappy Bird in Swift. The version of the game that I built is called Drone Explorer, and you can download a copy of this for free from the App Store. I would encourage you to do this because it'll give you a good idea of what the final version of the game will look like. The objective of this course is to build your own version of the game. To do that, you'll need to provide some graphics and sound effects, but don't worry if you're a rubbish illustrator, that's never stopped me. There's lots of free resources which are available on the net, and I'll tell you exactly what you need as we go along. Next up is a screen grab of the completed app, just to give you, again, an idea of what the app looks like once it's done. What I would like to do now is just give you a taste of what we'll be doing during each of the lessons, outline some of the prerequisite knowledge and summarise what you'll learn by the end of the course. We can then get stuck into the meat and potatoes. To complete this course, you're going to need a copy of Xcode. This is the Apple developer environment and is available for free from the Apple Mac App Store. So if you haven't got this already, go and download it at the end of this lesson. You will need it in Lesson 2. I'm assuming that you have some familiarity with Swift, which is the programming language that we'll be using. I will be providing all the code, so don't worry if you're not an expert. But I won't be stopping to explain how each line of code works, otherwise we'll be here all day. If you have any questions, then ask them in the project section. We'll be making extensive use of the GameKit and SpriteKit frameworks, so again, it would be useful if you had some experience with this. Alright, so what are we going to cover in the course as we go along? Well, you've already done half of Lesson 1, so well done, we're halfway through that. In Lesson 2, I'll take you through setting up the project in Xcode, and I'll also show you how we can scroll a background image which will simulate movement. We'll then look at how you can add and move the player using SpriteKit, and similarly for obstacles, we'll look at how you can use sprites to simulate those. Next up is collision detection. In the old days, you would have to have done a lot of the heavy lifting for collision detection yourself, but now with the SpriteKit and GameKit frameworks, Apple has done a lot of the hard work for you. The same is true of state machines. With GameKit, it's almost trivial to implement these, and they make it very easy to transition your game from one state to another. We'll then look at how you can save the player's score and display it, how we do a game menu, and how we handle the game over state. By the end of this course, you will have learned the following: how to scroll a background image to simulate movement, how to apply a physics body to a sprite and thereby allow the world forces, for example gravity, to act upon it. You'll learn how to handle collision detection, which is very important for most games. You'll see how a typical game loop operates. We'll talk about state machines, saving player scores, animating, moving and rotating a sprite, and adding sound and visual effects. The sound and visual effects are very important. They add the sizzle. Well, that's it for Lesson 1. Well done on making it this far. In Lesson 2, we'll talk about how you can scroll an image and simulate movement thereby. We'll also talk about how you set up the project in Xcode. Please follow along if you'd like to learn about what other courses are available, and I would encourage you to interact with the project section on the site. This is the area to ask questions if you have any. I will read and respond to all your questions. As we go along, please use the project section to also upload your work. I'd love to see what you have created so far. Reviews are always appreciated and they help motivate me to keep making these video tutorials. Uru, and see you next lesson.